Second part of our lesson today, as was the case yesterday, is going to be dealing with word problems. The first word problem today is School Talent Show consists of 12 solo acts and 2 group acts and lasts 90 minutes. And then a second performance will be held for the finalists, which will consist of 6 solo acts and 2 group acts and last for 60 minutes. And I want to know how long each solo act and each group act are. So our first step, like always, is going to be to look for those key words and then set up the equations. So I see here I've got 12 solos, 2 group, 90 minutes, and 6 solo, 2 group, 60 minutes. And so if I look here, if I let's go with S for solo and G for group. So I'm seeing here 12 solo plus 2 group will last 90 minutes, and 6 solo plus 2 group equals 60 minutes. Now we realize that from yesterday we could multiply that one of the equations by -1. However, because of the focus of our lesson today, I'm going to multiply both of them. So I'm going to see here that this one, we're going to go to say 4. So I'm going to multiply by -2 here, and I'm going to go by -2 here, and +2. And I realize that this is kind of redundant in our solving for elimination, but I want to do this so we can get our practice with our steps from today. So that gives us -24s minus 4g equal to -180, and 12s plus 4g equals 120. So when I do this, I get -12s, these cancel, equals -60. So when I divide by -12 on both sides, I get that each solo act is going to be 5 minutes. So then I can go ahead and put that back into the original 12 times solo act of 5 minutes, plus 2 times the group act equals 90 minutes, and 12 times 5 is 60, plus 2 times G equals 90, subtract 60, and we get 2 group acts equal to 30 minutes, divide by 2, and that's going to give us a group act of 15 minutes. Now if I check this, 2 group acts at 15 minutes apiece is 30 minutes, 12 solo acts at 5 minutes, that's 60, 60 plus 30 is 90, 6 solo acts for the final times 5 is 30, plus our 30 minutes for our group acts does equal 60, which covers that third step that we said would be to check. So our next example, we have a farm raises a total of 220 chickens and pigs. The number of legs of the stock on the farm totals 520. How many chickens and pigs are at the farm? So we got C for chicken, and PE for pig. So I have here that chickens plus pigs is equal to 220 farm animals, if that makes sense. It's kind of like when you have boys and girls. And then if I think about it, chickens have 2 legs, two legs per chicken, and pigs have 4 legs, plus 4 legs per pig is equal to 520 legs. So now I've got my 2 equations, and I'm going to go ahead, and I realize to make this a little bit easier this time, I'm going to go ahead and say, well, I want to get C to equal to -2. So I'm going to multiply by -2 to this equation. I could do both equations, which is what we've been practicing, but let's go ahead and do it this way, which gives us -2C minus 2P equals -440. And we got 2C plus 4P equals 520. So when I add these together, these two will drop off, giving me 2P equals positive 80. Because when these are opposite signs, when I subtract them I get 80. Divide by 2, and we get equal to 40 pigs. Then if I go back, make our lives easier, and put that into this equation, because we've got 220 animals, that means that the number of chickens plus the number of pigs, which is 40, equals 220. Subtract 40. And that gives us C is equal to 180 chickens. And if we go ahead and check it, which I'll let you do and write out your check in your notes because I will be looking for it, and go ahead and do that on your own. So now, I ask that you go ahead and do the you try problems. Bring any questions with you to class tomorrow, and good luck.